Airbus, the world's largest passenger plane, reaches the end of its runway. Airbus will halt production of its A380, This is a massively iconic plane, by the way. Deliveries are going to be stopping in just 2 years from now, in 2021. They spent $25 billion developing this plane, developing the A380, but it didn't pan out the way they were expecting to. Sales have simply been slow, and now you have Emirates, their biggest customer, essentially saying that, they're going to be cutting orders too. So not worth Airbus sustaining making the A380, in their opinion. Boeing and Airbus collaborated early on to develop a Superjumbo, but then the two companies basically went their separate ways. Boeing put its money on smaller planes flying point to point. Airbus bet on airlines flying between hubs, massive hubs like New York and Dubai, for example. The plane required was massive. Take a look.
This is an exciting moment. After all, new planes don't come along that often, and certainly not the size of the A380.
Compared to a Boeing 747-400, the A380 is 5 meters taller. Nearly 4 meters longer. It's the same length as 7.5 London buses.
This airplane will become the cash cow for Airbus. With this amount of space, you can do things your competitor can't.
No more cramped, smelly airline toilets. This premium bathroom is decently sized. Showers, beds, and business class lounges. This plane has the lot.
Superjumbo orders, new orders are not great.
Many airlines believe the plane is simply too big for their needs.
Over budget and overdue. Tumultuous times for Airbus.
It has been a painful road for Airbus to get to this point, and the A380 is a long way from breaking even, let alone making a profit.
And those are certainly prophetic words today. The CEO of Airbus actually spoke with Richard earlier today and explained why the A380 program ended up failing. Take a look.
I said in my press release this morning, it's painful. It is indeed. That's an aircraft that we poured a lot of resource, a lot of effort, a lot of sweat into over the years. And we tried hard in recent years, to sell additional A380s, and that we didn't have to take the decision earlier thanks to Emirates, because Emirates took an incredible 123 aircraft from us, or ordered this number of aircraft. But it's like with every product. If you don't find customers anymore, or if you can sell them only below production cost, you have to be consequential, you have to be economical and cease production. And this is what we had to decide.
The numbers suggested there was good demand for, which is very large aircraft, did not pan out into sales, not just for yourselves, but also for Boeing with the 747-8. The reality is passengers loved them, but airlines didn't want them. Why is that?
That's right. Well, to start with, the passenger love them. I know you love traveling on 380s. I can assure you and all those A380 fans that, of course, the A380 will fly for many years. We'll continue to fly with many airlines, and we will support them for many years. Emirates said today we will fly them well into the 2030s. Richard, you will remember, we had a couple of discussions over the years about, why are sales sluggish, etc. And some people have suggested that we were too early with the 380. Well, I tend to believe we were at least 10 years, or probably more, too late with the 380, because it's obvious the era of a large four-engine quads, the commercial aircraft, is coming to an end, unfortunately. But we are building these very economical machines like the 350 or the 78 on Boeing's side that can do a lot of a job, except carrying that many people as the 380 does.
I mean, do you have any idea what the final bill for Airbus will be? If you were to roll everything up, including the paper clips, what do you think the A380 research, development, everything costs would come to?
One thing is for sure, there's a very significant double-digit, billion amount of money. And the good thing is that even though we poured a lot of money into the 380, Airbus is well and kicking. Airbus is very competitive today. We've survived these heavy investments. As you know, this program burdened us for many, many years until rather, 4 or 5 years ago. And it was a heavy liability. We tried hard. As I said, it didn't work. And I'm happy, in a sense, or I'm glad that I could take this decision before handing over to my successor, Guillaume Faury, so kind of clearing the deck and then focusing Airbus completely on the existing portfolio between 100-seater, 400-seater, and make sure that we are able to field a very competitive portfolio going forward.